Welcome to Behind the Veil, a video podcast powered by the national nonprofit media platform American Muslim Today. Don't forget to subscribe to American Muslim Today, where the headlines meet hard truth. Our top story tonight: U.S.-backed peace talks in Geneva on Ukraine's future have produced cautious optimism from the United States, but sharp warnings from Kyiv. Over the weekend, President Donald Trump suggested that something good just may be happening in negotiations over his 28-point plan aimed at ending Russia's war in Ukraine. But Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has drawn a firm line. Giving away Ukrainian territory is the main problem. In a video address to a Swedish conference, he emphasized that Russia seeks legal recognition to what it has stolen, and that Ukraine's borders cannot be changed by force. European leaders have criticized the Trump-backed plan as overly favorable to Moscow. Several European counter-proposals reportedly strip out clauses demanding Ukrainian territorial concessions, signaling a lack of consensus on the continent. Meanwhile, the Kremlin claims the proposal could form the basis for a final peace settlement and sees it as consistent with earlier U.S.-Russia discussions in Alaska. Here we see a diplomatic paradox. The U.S. positions itself as a mediator and guarantor of Ukrainian interests, yet the plan itself has been received as unbalanced by both Kyiv and Europe, raising the question of whether the so-called progress primarily serves Moscow's objectives. On the ground in Ukraine, the human cost of war continues to escalate. Just yesterday, Russian drone strikes killed 4 civilians in Kharkiv. Ukrainian soldiers on the front lines have expressed deep skepticism of any peace plan that includes territorial concessions. For them, the promise of diplomacy cannot override the realities of ongoing conflict and occupation. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio described talks as probably the most productive day we have had on this issue, yet he also indicated that the Thursday deadline for Ukraine to accept the plan is fluid. Meanwhile, Kyiv has been compelled to publicly affirm its sovereignty while navigating a plan that could weaken its negotiating position. Tomorrow, the Coalition of the Willing, a virtual group of countries supporting Ukraine, will reconvene for further deliberations. The coming days will reveal whether these talks produce substantive concessions, cosmetic revisions, or simply a diplomatic standoff that leaves Ukraine's borders and civilians exposed. That's it for now. Thank you for joining me on Behind the Veil. If you value our public service journalism, please support American Muslim Today, a 501c3 nonprofit, by following us on social media at American Muslim Today or donating at AmericanMuslimToday.com. Before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.